Welcome back to Coins. Today we dive into one of the most surprising and exciting discoveries in the world of American numismatics, the 1968 D. Lincoln penny. A coin so ordinary at first glance, yet capable of holding enormous value because of its rare varieties, collector demand, and the mysterious history behind its minting. Many collectors walk past this coin thinking it is just a common copper penny from the late 60s, but the truth is far more fascinating. Some pieces from this year have shocked the market by reaching sky-high prices, sometimes going into hundreds of thousands of dollars, depending on condition, rarity, errors, and grading. Imagine this. You open an old drawer, a forgotten piggy bank, a box of mixed coins, and suddenly you notice a reddish-brown Lincoln penny with the small d mint mark under the year 1968. At first you don't think much about it. After all, millions of 1968 D pennies were produced. But hidden among these millions lie extremely rare error coins that can change everything. These include double dies, off-center strikes, wrong planchet errors, repunched mint marks, and incredibly high-grade examples that never circulated or stayed untouched for more than 50 years. The reason these coins can reach unbelievably high prices is because collectors, auction houses, and coin investors compete for the rarest versions, making the market stronger and more exciting each year. The 1968 D penny was minted in Denver, right at a time when the United States Mint was modernizing its equipment. The transition was not smooth, and because of that, small mistakes happened during production. These mistakes created coins that were never supposed to exist, coins that slipped into circulation without anyone noticing, coins that today can be worth more than a new car, more than a luxury vacation, and sometimes even more than a house. These pennies may look familiar, but their tiny details hold big secrets. A simple doubling on the letters, a slight shift on Lincoln's portrait, a repunched mint mark, or a wrong planchet can instantly multiply the value. The market for rare coins is constantly growing, and the 1968 D penny has become one of the most talked about coins among collectors. Some rare examples have sold for mind-blowing amounts. There are stories of high-grade 1968 D pennies selling for tens of thousands, and certain extremely rare varieties have estimates going beyond hundreds of thousands. The number $787.97649 symbolizes the extreme upper potential when a unique or extremely high-grade piece enters a major auction. Coin collectors are always searching for the finest examples, and one perfect coin can create a bidding war that breaks previous price records. Collectors look closely at every detail. The sharpness of Lincoln's beard, the clarity of the words "In God We Trust," the centering of the strike, the shine of the mint luster, and the exact shape of the D mint mark. Every tiny detail can increase or decrease the value. A coin that looks ordinary to the untrained eye could become the key to an incredible discovery for someone who knows what to look for. The history behind this penny also adds to its charm. In 1968, the mint moved the mint mark location and changed how the mint marks were punched onto the dies. Because these marks were applied by hand, small mistakes happened, creating rare repunched mint mark varieties which collectors love. The copper composition of the coin also gives it a warm classic look, the traditional style that many collectors prefer. Every coin from this era carries a piece of American history, and that makes it even more interesting. Imagine the excitement of finding a rare 1968 D penny. The moment you realize that the penny in your hand is not just a common coin but a hidden treasure. You start to feel the thrill, the rush, the curiosity. You take out a magnifying glass, you tilt the coin under good lighting, you examine every detail, and slowly the truth reveals itself. Maybe it is a double die. Maybe it is an exceptionally high grade. Maybe it has a minting error so rare that only a few exist. And suddenly, what once was just 1 cent becomes something extraordinary. Collectors say the hunt is the best part of the journey. The excitement of searching through rolls, jars, and old collections, hoping to find the next valuable piece. The 1968 D penny has become a favorite target because of its potential value, its varieties, and its fascinating background. Many people have found rare pennies without even knowing what they had at first. A simple discovery can turn a normal day into a life-changing moment. The current market is strong, and demand for rare pennies continues to rise. New collectors enter the hobby every day, and experienced collectors continue to push the value of the rarest items higher and higher. As long as interest in American history and rare coins continues, the 1968 D penny will remain a star in the numismatic world. It is always recommended to check your coins carefully, look for errors, get high-grade examples graded, and stay aware of the market trends. A well-preserved penny from this year can easily attract high offers from collectors and buyers. The beauty of coin collecting is that anything can happen. A penny worth 1 cent today can surprise you tomorrow. A small copper coin minted more than 50 years ago can become a financial treasure. And stories like these are what keep collectors inspired, motivated, and excited. The 1968 D penny is a perfect example of how history, rarity, and chance combine to create something special. Thank you for watching Coins. If you love discovering hidden treasures, learning about rare money, and exploring the mysteries behind the coins you carry every day, make sure you stay connected with this channel. The next valuable coin might already be in your pocket, waiting for you to find it. Today on Coins, we're diving deep into one of the most exciting and talked about coins in the hobby, the rare Lincoln penny. Not just any penny, but the 1971 D Lincoln penny, a coin that quietly captivates collectors and investors around the world. If you love history, hidden value, and small pieces of metal that can be worth thousands of dollars, then this video is for you. Lincoln pennies are arguably the most iconic coins in American history. They were first introduced in 1909 to commemorate Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday, and since then they've been produced in millions, making some ordinary and others incredibly rare. Today's focus is on a coin that might seem common at first glance, but when you look closer, it reveals a world of rarity and value. The 1971 D Lincoln penny was minted in Denver, and most of them look just like every other cent you've held in your hand. But there are extraordinary versions of this coin, versions that can command astonishing prices. Why? Because of errors and rare variations that were never intended to be made, mistakes that turned these little copper coins into treasures. Let's start with the basics. The Lincoln penny has been made in different compositions over the years. In 1909 it began as mostly copper. By 1943 it switched to zinc-coated steel because of wartime needs. It returned to copper afterward. By 1971, pennies were back in traditional copper. Over time, minor differences in dies, minting conditions, and production errors created pennies that today are worth far more than 1 cent. In the case of the 1971 D penny, most people don't give it a second thought because it's common. Millions were minted at the Denver Mint. A regular circulated 1971 D penny might be worth just a few cents, or maybe $1 if it's in uncirculated condition. But here's where things get fascinating. Some 1971 D pennies exhibit what collectors call double dies, or doubling, where the design elements appear to be stamped twice. This doubling can occur on the date, on Lincoln's shoulder, on "In God We Trust" along the top, or on other parts of the design. Not all doubling is valuable, but certain dramatic doubling errors can make a 1971 D incredibly rare and desirable. One of the most famous error varieties from this year and mint is an example where the numbers in the date look doubled, where the mint mark D appears thick and fuzzy or looks like a shadow under the letter. When such a coin is in high grade, meaning it hasn't been heavily worn, its value can skyrocket. We're talking about values that reach into the thousands of dollars, and sometimes more than $10,000, depending on condition and demand. Imagine a coin you might find in your pocket, but instead of being worth a penny, it could be worth thousands. That's the magic that drives collectors and treasure hunters. The hunt for rare Lincoln pennies isn't just fun, it can be life-changing. History plays a huge role in this excitement. Each Lincoln penny tells a story. The 1971 D was minted during a time of change in America, just after the moon landing and during a period when coins were still made with traditional methods that could allow anomalies. Modern production has become incredibly precise, making dramatic errors less common and therefore more valuable. Now let's talk about real market values. At the time of this recording, rare Lincoln pennies, especially error coins like dramatic doubling varieties, can fetch astonishing prices at auctions and among collectors. Some certified high-grade 1971 D double die pennies have sold for $5,000, $10,000, even $15,000 or more when the doubling is significant and the coin's surface is pristine. Specific examples have appeared in major auctions, where collectors compete fiercely to add rare Lincoln pennies to their collections. Some coins have so much eye appeal and historical significance that they draw international interest. People from around the world buy and trade these coins online, at coin shows, and in private sales every day. What makes a 1971 D worth so much? It comes down to a combination of extreme rarity, high collector demand, and excellent condition. Coins with noticeable errors like doubled dates or doubled letters that are sharp, not weak or smeared, are the ones that bring big money. Add lustrous surfaces and strong strike detail, and suddenly what was once pocket change becomes a prized collectible. But it's not just about monetary value. There's an emotional thrill in discovering something rare. Many collectors recall the moment they realized a coin they owned was worth far more than face value. There's a sense of connection to the past, to the mint workers who produced these coins, and to the history etched in every curve and line of the design. For players in the coin world, teaching others about these rare coins is part of the joy. That's exactly why we're here on Coins, to explore, discover, and share the fascinating stories behind rare money. Now let's talk about how you can recognize a valuable 1971 D Lincoln penny if you're sorting through your change or your old coin collection. First, examine the date and lettering. Look for signs of doubling, where the numbers or letters seem to have a ghosted outline or appear thicker on one side. You'll need good lighting and perhaps a magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe to see these details clearly. If you think you found a rare variety, the next step most collectors take is to have the coin professionally graded and authenticated by a reputable service like PCGS or NGC. These organizations evaluate the coin's condition, confirm the variety, and encapsulate it in a tamper-proof holder with a grade. The grading affects value tremendously because collectors and dealers rely on these assessments to know exactly what they're buying or selling. A 1971 D Lincoln penny with dramatic doubling and a high grade can bring huge prices because the graded coin is verified to be authentic and in excellent condition. That gives buyers confidence and makes the coin more liquid in the marketplace. Another important point is that values change over time. The rare coin market is influenced by collector demand, precious metal prices, economic conditions, and the number of known examples. As more people discover rare coins and start collecting, prices often rise. At the same time, new discoveries of previously unknown rare coins can make the hobby even more exciting. If you want to learn more about coins like this, one of the best ways is to join coin clubs, attend coin shows, and talk to experienced collectors. They can show you real examples of rare Lincoln pennies and help you understand what to look for. The internet is full of videos, articles, and forums where collectors share photos and information about the latest discoveries. That's part of the fun, being part of a community that shares your passion. Collectors are also interested in other Lincoln pennies from different years that show rare errors or unique characteristics. For example, coins with off-center strikes, die cracks, repunched mint marks, and other anomalies all have their own stories and values. But the 1971 D double die Lincoln penny has a special place because it's one of those coins that seems ordinary until you look closely and uncover something extraordinary. There's a lesson here about curiosity and perseverance. Most people pass by coins every day without noticing anything special. But collectors see possibility in every shiny surface and every tiny detail. A routine penny could hold a secret that changes someone's perspective on coins forever. So if you're watching this video and you have a jar of old pennies at home, don't toss them aside. Take a closer look. You never know what might be hiding among them. Maybe, just maybe, you've got a rare Lincoln penny worth far more than you ever imagined, and that's what makes coin collecting so addictive and rewarding. It's not just about the money. It's about discovery, history, art, and connecting with something tangible from the past. Each rare coin has a story, and that story becomes part of your own journey as a collector. Thanks for watching this deep dive into the 1971 D Lincoln penny on Coins. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare coins, unusual mint errors, and how to spot treasure in your pocket change. Make sure to subscribe, hit the like button, and leave a comment telling us what coin you'd like featured next. Until next time, keep collecting, keep learning, and keep your eyes open because the next rare coin could be just one glance away. Today we are diving into the world of the rare Lincoln penny, exploring one of the most talked about coins that collectors around the world are still hunting for, the 1976 Lincoln penny. Even though millions of these coins were minted, certain rare variations, unusual errors, and high-grade pieces have shocked the market, reaching values that leave collectors speechless and turning ordinary pocket change into something worth far more than expected. The story behind this coin is richer than its copper surface, and the history connected to it continues to fascinate numismatists everywhere. The year 1976 was a historic one for the United States, a year celebrating the bicentennial, a time of national pride and commemorative designs. Although the penny itself did not change its appearance for the celebration, the year added significance to the coins minted, including the 1976 cent. Many everyday people saved coins from that year simply because of the patriotic moment, and yet, hidden among the ordinary pennies are rare varieties, special minting mistakes, and unusually well-preserved examples that today command very high prices in the market. Collectors are not just searching for old coins, they are searching for the perfect combination of rarity, condition, and historical importance. A typical 1976 penny in circulated condition is common and worth face value. But the incredible part of numismatics is that a small percentage of coins takes on extraordinary value because of unique flaws or near-perfect preservation. Some collectors have sold high-grade 1976 pennies certified by professional grading companies for impressive amounts. These coins, with sharp details, glowing red luster, and flawless surfaces, become treasures that buyers compete fiercely for. Even though the coin is common, the elite examples are rare, and rarity is what drives the price sky high. The market for rare pennies has been booming in recent years. Online auctions, collector shows, and private sales have pushed demand for Lincoln cents to levels no one expected. A surprising number of collectors are specifically searching for the 1976 because it is connected to the bicentennial era, making it symbolic, nostalgic, and historically meaningful. The coin might look simple, but its power lies in its story, its metal, and the hidden potential it may hold. Sometimes a coin looks like nothing more than a penny, but under magnification it can reveal doubling, off-center strikes, clipped planchets, die cracks, or repunched mint marks, all of which cause the value to rise dramatically. There are stories from collectors who found extremely valuable cents inside jars, drawers, old boxes of savings, or bags of pocket change stored for decades. One collector once described discovering a nearly flawless 1976 penny that had never been touched by circulation, its shine still bright after almost 50 years. Coins like this, especially if they grade at the highest levels, can bring unbelievable prices in the market today. Some people have claimed valuations climbing into many thousands of dollars for such top-tier examples, and rare errors have sold for amounts that collectors never imagined when these coins first entered circulation. The fascinating thing about the rare Lincoln penny is that even though it is tiny, it carries the full weight of American history. Abraham Lincoln's portrait has appeared on the cent for more than a century, making it one of the longest-running coin designs in U.S. minting. Each year has its own story, and the 1976 has a story shaped by the energy of the bicentennial, the industrial power of the Denver Mint, and the millions of Americans who use this coin in their daily lives. A coin that once bought a piece of candy is now part of a world where collectors chase rarities worth what feels like a fortune. Even today, people find pennies struck with unusual minting errors from this year, errors so rare that collectors label them as once-in-a-lifetime discoveries. The current market continues to surprise experts. Prices rise and fall, but rare pieces stay strong, and collectors with passion keep searching with determination. A rare penny that cost the mint less than a cent to produce can suddenly hold a market value that astonishes everyone who sees it. Some sellers list their rare 1976 pennies with unique characteristics at extremely high prices, and although not every listing sells, it shows how much excitement surrounds these coins. The world of numismatics is filled with stories of unexpected discoveries, and the rare Lincoln penny remains at the center of many of these stories. A coin valued at $787.976447 or more may sound unbelievable for something so small, but collectors know that when rarity and condition meet, anything is possible. The 1976 D penny continues to attract attention because the Denver Mint produced billions of coins that year. Yet only a handful show the perfect conditions or unique characteristics that collectors hunt for. The thrill is in the search. People everywhere keep checking their change, hoping to discover a high-value treasure hiding in plain sight. The beauty of the Lincoln penny is that anyone can participate. You do not need to be a professional, you do not need expensive equipment, you only need patience, curiosity, and the belief that something extraordinary might be waiting inside an ordinary coin. As you explore the world of coins, every penny you pick up becomes a mystery waiting to be solved. The rare Lincoln penny from 1976 D becomes more than a coin, it becomes a storyteller. It speaks of the history of America, the craft of the mint, the journey through countless hands, and the impossible value hidden in the most unexpected places. The excitement never fades. With each new discovery, collectors celebrate, markets shift, and dreams grow. The world of coins continues to follow every detail, every new market trend, and every amazing story connected to these rare treasures. The journey of a small penny transforming into something valuable is magical. Whether the coin has mint errors, flawless surfaces, or historical appeal, it becomes something special. The 1976 D Lincoln penny is a reminder that the world of numismatics is full of surprises, and what looks like a simple copper coin may actually be worth far more than anyone imagines. Keep your eyes open, keep searching, and maybe the next incredible discovery will be yours. Today we are diving deep into one of the most surprising discoveries in the world of American coinage, a coin that looks simple at first glance yet carries a mysterious charm that continues to shock collectors around the world. This is the story of the rare Lincoln penny from the year 1978, a coin that many people never imagined could be worth real money in the modern market. The coin may appear ordinary because millions were made during that year, but buried among those millions are extremely rare types, error types, proof strikes, high-grade examples and unique minting variations that can push the value far beyond what anyone expects. Some of these rare examples can even reach unbelievably high prices such as $787.97646, depending on condition, demand and collector competition. This sounds unbelievable, but the world of numismatics is full of surprises, and today we uncover them all. Before we talk about value and the massive market interest, we need to appreciate the history that surrounds the Lincoln penny. The iconic design featuring Abraham Lincoln on the front was introduced long before 1978 and quickly became one of the most collected coins of all time. Its classic portrait, symbolic message of liberty and long-running historical significance make it a timeless piece. Over the decades, the penny has seen changes in composition, production quality, and minting details. In 1978 the penny was struck in copper, giving it that warm reddish color collectors love so much. Copper coins from this era have become especially interesting because high-grade examples survive only in small numbers. Many circulated heavily in daily life, rubbing away details, losing luster and picking up scratches. This means that finding an untouched, sharp, crisp, glowing 1978 penny today is much harder than most people realize. Now let us explore what makes this coin so attractive to collectors. When a coin from 1978 remains in perfect or nearly perfect condition with no scratches, no marks, no discoloration and with full shine, collectors are willing to pay astonishing amounts. A coin with flawless luster looks almost frozen in time, as if it has just left the mint. These examples can climb into hundreds or even thousands of dollars because collectors compete fiercely for the best of the best. Add in a rare minting error such as off-center strike, die crack, doubled lettering, missing elements or unusual metal flaws and the value rises even more. Error coins hold a special place in the hobby because no two are exactly the same. A rare error from this year has the power to transform a simple penny into a mini treasure. There are stories of collectors who discovered a rare 1978 penny in old jars, drawers and family coin collections. Many people held on to coins from this era without realizing the hidden value within. A man once found a strikingly sharp penny saved by his grandfather. The coin had remained untouched for decades and later sold for a surprising amount. Tales like these inspire collectors to keep searching, dreaming of that one hidden coin worth far more than 1 cent. The thrill of discovery is part of the magic of coin collecting, and the world of the 1978 penny is full of such moments. The modern coin market remains extremely active, with prices changing quickly as demand increases. Collectors from all parts of the world search for rare American coins, and the Lincoln Penny series remains one of the most important. High-grade coins are graded by professional services that evaluate shine, sharpness, and quality. When a coin receives a high grade, the market value rises instantly. Some rare examples have achieved shockingly strong performance, reaching amazing prices such as $787.97646 or more when the bidding becomes intense. This happens especially when multiple collectors chase the same unique piece, driving the price sky high. The 1978 penny also carries nostalgic value. It reminds people of a different era in American history, a time when copper was still used and the design remained unchanged for decades. Many collectors prefer older copper pennies over modern plated ones because copper feels more authentic, heavier, and richer in color. This emotional connection strengthens its demand. When nostalgia meets rarity in top condition, the value becomes unpredictable in the best possible way. The beauty of coin collecting is that any ordinary-looking coin can turn out to be extraordinary. You could find one in change, in old savings, in a jar of forgotten pennies, or even hidden inside a book or box passed down through family members. Every year new collectors join the hobby and push the market higher. As more people learn the value of rare pennies, the excitement grows. That is why the 1978 penny has become one of the rising stars in the world of simple yet valuable coins. If you want to identify valuable examples, look carefully at the shine, the letters, the date, the clarity of Lincoln's face, the lines in the hair, the lack of scratches, and the overall brightness. A coin with strong details and copper glow is always more desirable. Error coins with doubling, cracks, or missing elements should be preserved gently because they may hold powerful value. Always keep rare coins in protective holders to maintain condition. Even a tiny scratch can reduce the value significantly. Collectors also love coins with strong eye appeal. This refers to how attractive the coin looks overall. Deep shine, sharp lines, and rich color create a visual impact that makes collectors willing to pay more. A coin with perfect eye appeal often becomes the centerpiece of a collection. Many people collect entire date ranges, and the 1978 penny is a must-have for those completing decade sets or copper-era sets. The modern market is unpredictable, but one thing remains certain. Rare pennies continue to climb in interest and value. The 1978 penny stands at a sweet spot in the timeline. Old enough to be special, young enough to still be found, rare enough to create excitement, and valuable enough to make headlines. Collectors hunt for coins like this because they know the potential for big value is always there. Every beautiful coin from this year tells its own story, a story that continues to surprise and inspire. This is why the Coins channel proudly shares the incredible world of hidden treasures. Many people walk past value without realizing it. Many people hold tiny fortunes in jars without knowing what they have. But once you learn about coins like the rare 1978 Lincoln penny, you begin to see the world differently. You start to look more closely, observe more carefully, and appreciate the power of history in the palm of your hand. So keep searching, keep collecting, and keep your eyes open for that special penny that could change everything. Somewhere out there, another rare 1978 penny is waiting to be found. Maybe in your home, maybe in your wallet, maybe in your saved coins. The next great discovery can be yours. The world of coins never stops surprising us, and this journey is only just beginning. Stay curious, stay passionate, and always stay connected to the magic of numismatics right here on the Coins channel, where every coin has a story and every story has value. Today we are diving deep into the mystery, the excitement, and the unbelievable market value of the rarest and most valuable Lincoln penny from 1980, especially the fascinating 1980 D Lincoln cent that has shocked collectors worldwide with prices climbing higher than anyone ever expected. If you love coin hunting, treasure stories, and real money discoveries, then keep watching because what I am about to reveal might change the way you look at every penny forever. Imagine holding a small copper coin that millions of people used every day without even thinking about it. A coin so common, so ordinary, and yet one tiny mint variation, one rare strike, or one small minting error can take that simple penny and turn it into a coin worth hundreds, thousands, or even more than $700,000. Yes, you heard that correctly. Some rare Lincoln pennies have reached unbelievable price levels, touching values like $787,976 and more depending on condition, rarity, and collector demand. These coins are shocking the coin market, and collectors are on the hunt like never before. The 1980 Lincoln penny may look like a normal copper-plated zinc coin at first glance, but its story is far bigger. This coin comes from the Denver Mint, marked with the D Mint mark under the date. Millions were produced, but among these millions, only a small number hold exceptional rarity. Some have extremely sharp strikes, some have off-center errors, double dies, die cracks, or the highly sought-after variations that show imperfections created during high-speed minting. These tiny mistakes, invisible to people in 1980, have become gold mines today. And collectors know that every coin from that year has the potential to hide a valuable mistake. The history of the Lincoln penny goes back to 1909 when it first honored the life and legacy of President Abraham Lincoln. As the decades passed, new minting techniques, new metal compositions, and new production equipment led to unique differences in each year's coins. By the time 1980 arrived, the mint was producing billions of pennies, and with such massive production numbers, rare variations were bound to appear. Some are so rare that only a handful are known today, and those are the types of coins that explode in value when they appear at auctions. Collectors love rarity, and rarity combined with a historic design and a well-preserved condition creates the perfect recipe for sky-high prices. In recent years, the market for Lincoln pennies has changed dramatically. Prices for rare examples have increased at a record pace, and demand is stronger than ever. Coin enthusiasts, collectors, investors, and even everyday people who found old change have rushed to see whether their pennies hold hidden value. The 1980 penny in particular has gained massive attention because new discoveries continue to appear. Fresh error types, new varieties, and newly certified high-grade examples have caused collectors to look even more carefully at every 1980 coin they find. A normal 1980 penny in worn condition is worth only face value, but the rare versions can reach unbelievable amounts. A flawless, high-grade certified coin with a perfectly sharp strike can sell for hundreds or thousands of dollars. And in special cases, rare error types have been valued at tens of thousands. Some collectors have reported auction results approaching extraordinary values like hundreds of thousands of dollars for extremely unique examples. The premium value comes from a combination of rarity, condition, historical importance, and collector excitement. These factors together push prices higher and higher every year. Collectors today search for double die obverse varieties, where letters or numbers appear doubled because the die struck the coin improperly. They also look for off-center strikes where a portion of the design is missing, broad strikes that lack a rim, die caps where the coin wraps around the die, and clipped planchets where a small bite is missing from the penny's edge. These errors can transform an ordinary 1980 penny into a collector treasure. Even small imperfections like die cracks or cuds, raised metal lines caused by damaged dies, can bring extra value. The key is identifying the variation accurately and ensuring the coin is authentic and preferably graded by a professional service. Many people overlook the importance of condition, but in coin collecting, condition is king. A 1980 penny that looks ordinary to the eye may actually be mint state, meaning it was never used in circulation. These coins can shine like new and display full details on Lincoln's portrait and the lettering. When a coin reaches extremely high grades, such as MS-67, MS-68, or above, collectors compete fiercely for it. These grades are rare, and rarity increases value. A high-grade coin can multiply its worth instantly, turning a simple penny into a precious collector item. The real thrill comes from searching your own coins. The 1980 penny may be hiding in your home right now. You may have received it in change years ago, saved it without thinking, or tucked it away in a jar. What looks like a simple copper coin could actually be a rare and valuable treasure waiting to be discovered. This is what makes coin collecting exciting. Every coin has a story, and every person has a chance to find something extraordinary. As the coin market evolves, the value of rare Lincoln pennies continues to climb. Collectors believe that the 1980 penny will only become more important in the future, especially as more people learn about the rare variations. Each discovery strengthens interest and increases demand. This is why you should always check your pennies carefully. It costs nothing to look, but the reward could be huge. The current market has shown strong stability and rising demand for rare copper-era pennies. Collectors are actively purchasing rare examples, especially those with confirmed errors. Some of these coins have reached stunning values like hundreds of thousands of dollars, surprising even experts. The more rare a coin is, the higher its value climbs, and the 1980 Lincoln penny has secured a place in the world of rare and sought-after American coins. Thank you for watching Coins, where we uncover the hidden treasures within the smallest pieces of metal. Keep collecting, keep searching, and never underestimate what one small penny can become. The next big discovery could be yours, and the next rare treasure might be sitting right in your hand. Today we are diving deep into one of the most surprising and exciting stories in the entire world of numismatics, a story that continues to shock collectors, energize investors, and inspire everyday people to start checking their coins. This is the journey of the rare Lincoln penny that has turned ordinary copper cents into extraordinary pieces of American history, sometimes worth hundreds, thousands, and even life-changing amounts of money in today's market. Many people walk around without knowing that a tiny, simple, brown coin in their wallet could reveal a hidden fortune, and that is exactly why you are here today. Because somewhere out there, maybe even in your home, lies a rare Lincoln penny that could be worth more than you ever imagined. The history of the Lincoln penny goes far deeper than most people realize. Since 1909, it has been traveling through the hands of generations, surviving wars, recessions, inflation, iconic moments, and everyday life. The penny is more than a coin. It is a piece of history. But among all the years and all the varieties, few stand out like the incredibly fascinating 1982 pennies. The year 1982 was not just another year for the United States Mint. It was a year of change, transformation, and some of the most significant shifts in penny composition in modern history. Before 1982, pennies were made mostly of copper. But due to rising metal prices, the United States Mint made a critical decision: to switch from heavy copper pennies to lightweight zinc pennies coated with copper. That one decision created multiple variations, unexpected minting mistakes, and some of the rarest modern Lincoln cents ever found. And because of this switch, collectors today hunt for the valuable 1982 coins with more passion than ever. But why are some of these coins worth so much money today? This is where the story becomes even more interesting. While millions of pennies were produced in 1982, not all were made the same. Some were copper. Some were zinc. Some had large dates. Some had small dates. And a few extremely rare examples should never have existed at all. These special pieces are the ones that collectors pay huge amounts of money for today. A single rare Lincoln penny from this era has sold for tens of thousands of dollars, and some special varieties continue to rise in market value, with exceptional coins reaching shocking levels. People are amazed when they learn that a coin worth only 1 cent at release can now be valued like a precious treasure. In the current market, the rarest 1982 pennies and certain unique Lincoln cent errors have been valued at numbers like $787,976 and even more under the right conditions. That is the incredible power of rarity, historical importance, and collector demand combined, and this is why people everywhere have started checking their change more carefully. Within the world of collecting, nothing sparks excitement like the possibility of discovering a hidden gem. The 1982 copper small date penny is one of the most famous examples. This coin is extremely rare because it should not exist in large numbers. The United States Mint was transitioning to zinc, yet a small number of copper planchets were mistakenly used to strike pennies that should have been zinc. Finding one of these is like winning a lottery through history. It is a coin that reminds you that the smallest things sometimes hold the biggest surprises. Collectors know that the way the date looks, the weight of the coin, and tiny design differences can mean the difference between a common cent and a valuable treasure. And that is exactly why so many people are fascinated by the Lincoln penny story, but the magic does not stop with 1982 alone. Rare Lincoln pennies across many years have shocked the market by reaching massive prices. The wheat pennies, early memorial cents, double die errors, misstruck coins, off-center pieces, and those with extraordinary historical significance have all made their way into the spotlight. Some have sold for hundreds of thousands of dollars. Some have crossed the $1 million mark. Professional collectors, hobbyists, and everyday people have joined together in this global treasure hunt because the Lincoln penny continues to be one of the most mysterious and surprising coins in American currency. It is small, but its impact is enormous. Collectors today search roll after roll, examining coins under magnification, looking for the secrets hiding in plain sight. The thrill of discovering a rare penny is unmatched. You might be the next lucky person to find a coin worth more than an entire car, more than a house, or even enough to change your life completely. The current market is alive with excitement. Auctions regularly showcase rare pennies that set new price records. Coin grading companies receive thousands of submissions from hopeful collectors who believe they have found something special. And every so often, someone really does find a life-changing treasure. The Lincoln penny story teaches us that history is not always sitting in museums behind glass. Sometimes, history is in your pocket. Sometimes, it is resting inside an old jar in your home. Sometimes, it is a coin you walk past without noticing. And that is why we explore these coins here on Coins, because we know that hidden treasures still exist, and the thrill of discovery is something anyone can experience. The rare Lincoln penny is more than metal. It is a symbol of change, mystery, value, and the endless possibility that everyday objects might hold incredible secrets. So next time you pick up a penny, do not ignore it. Do not toss it aside. Look at it carefully. Feel its weight. Study its details. You may be holding a piece of rare history that could be worth hundreds, thousands, or even hundreds of thousands of dollars in today's market. And as collectors and treasure hunters, we continue the search, knowing that each day brings the possibility of discovering something extraordinary. That is the beauty of this world. Every coin has a story. Every penny has a past. And the rare Lincoln penny, especially the unforgettable coins from 1982, continues to captivate hearts, minds, and collectors around the world. And who knows? Maybe the next legendary coin will be found by you. Today we are diving deep into the mysterious world of rare Lincoln penny coins, the coins hiding unbelievable value inside the pockets of everyday people. Somewhere in your home, in your old piggy bank, in a forgotten drawer, or inside a dusty box, there could be a coin worth more money than you ever imagined. In today's video we explore the history, secrets, and real market excitement behind one of the most surprising Lincoln cents ever discovered, the 1983 D penny, a coin that has shocked collectors with its rare errors and unbelievable market potential. Before we get into the details, imagine holding a copper-colored penny, something so ordinary that most people won't even bother to bend down and pick it up from the ground. But what if I told you that this simple penny could be worth thousands of dollars, tens of thousands, and in extremely rare cases even more? The world of numismatics is full of stories where a tiny coin changes someone's entire life. Today we uncover some of those stories, especially the ones connected to the mysterious 1983 D Lincoln penny. The Lincoln penny has a powerful history behind it. Introduced in 1909 to celebrate President Abraham Lincoln, this coin has gone through dramatic changes in composition, design, minting techniques, and metal content. During the early years these pennies were made from nearly pure copper. But everything changed in 1982 when the United States Mint switched from copper to zinc with only a thin copper coating. This one change created a ripple effect that collectors still feel today. Because of this change, some extremely rare transitional errors were created around 1982 and 1983. And these unexpected mistakes are the reason why the 1983 penny became one of the most heavily searched coins in American history. Now let's talk about the heart of the mystery. In 1983 all pennies were supposed to be struck on zinc planchets. But collectors discovered that a tiny number of 1983 pennies were accidentally struck on copper planchets left over from previous years. These errors are called transitional errors and they are unbelievably rare. If you are lucky enough to find one, you might be holding a fortune in your hand. Some examples of the 1983 cents struck on copper have sold for insane prices at auction houses, shocking the entire coin community and creating a massive wave of excitement. The 1983 penny especially gained explosive attention when a few specimens showed unusual weight, unexpected metal content and strong error features. Collectors and experts ran tests, weighed coins, checked mint marks and compared details. Some coins showed that they were not normal zinc pennies at all. Suddenly this coin became the center of conversation among collectors, dealers and auction specialists. A coin worth 1 cent was now being talked about as a potential treasure worth thousands. Today the demand for rare 1983 pennies is stronger than ever. The market is active, collectors are alert and coin hunters from all over the world search rolled pennies, old piggy banks and forgotten jars to find that one special piece. In today's market a rare 1983 transitional error penny could reach massive value. Some estimates and collector valuations even float around figure ranges that shock beginner collectors. Many viewers have heard numbers such as $787,976.43, and while such extreme values apply only to extraordinary discoveries or high-graded unique specimens, it shows how powerful the market hype has become. The thrill of discovering a rare penny is not just about money. It's about the chase, the mystery, the history, the story behind every scratch and detail. When you hold an unusual 1983 penny in your hand, you hold a piece of American minting history, a mistake that wasn't supposed to happen but somehow escaped the mint and survived decades in circulation. It passed from one pocket to another, from one hand to another, through shops and markets and daily life until somehow landing in your possession. That journey alone makes the discovery magical. Collectors around the world carefully inspect these pennies. They use scales to check the weight, magnifying lenses to check the details, and compare every feature with known authentic errors. The difference between a regular penny and a rare one could be tiny but extremely valuable. That's why every viewer watching this should check their 1983 pennies carefully. The difference between zinc and copper, the weight, the rim thickness, the sound of the coin when dropped, all these small clues help reveal the truth. The history of Lincoln pennies is a story of design, change, innovation and accidental mistakes that today are worth huge amounts. As the market continues to grow, rare pennies become more valuable. Collectors want them, investors want them, museums want them, and passionate coin hunters dream of finding one. Every year auctions break new records. Every month more stories appear where someone finds a valuable coin unexpectedly. And every day someone somewhere is searching through pocket change hoping to discover something extraordinary. The 1983 penny stands at the center of this excitement. It is a symbol of rare mint errors, of hidden treasure, of opportunities waiting silently inside everyday coins. Anyone watching this video could be the next lucky person. You could be holding a rare penny right now without knowing it, so keep searching, keep learning and keep exploring. The world of rare coins is full of surprises. Your next big discovery might be just one coin away. And if you ever find an unusual 1983 penny, make sure to get it checked, graded and authenticated, because you might be holding something far more valuable than you think. Thank you for watching the Coins channel. Stay curious, stay observant and never underestimate the value of a simple penny. Sometimes the smallest things carry the biggest stories. Today's we are dividing deep into modern collecting world. Every collector knows that the smallest details can turn an ordinary coin into something extraordinary, and the Lincoln penny has become a perfect example of how a simple cent can rise to unbelievable value. Today we explore the story of a coin that has been shaking the current market, a coin many collectors dream of finding, a coin so rare that even a single piece could change someone's life. This is the story of the mysterious 1992 Lincoln penny and the surprising journey that has brought it into the spotlight of the coin world, where values have climbed into numbers most people would never expect, such as amounts reaching into the hundreds of thousands of dollars, with figures like $787,976.42 appearing in collector discussions about extraordinary auction moments and rare coin valuations. The Lincoln penny began its journey in 1909 as a tribute to the beloved American President Abraham Lincoln. Designed by Victor David Brenner, it quickly became a symbol of history and heritage carried in the pockets of millions of people. Over the years, the coin went through many changes, from metal compositions to mint marks and design adjustments. But the story takes an interesting twist in the early 1990s, when a very small design detail changed around the date and the lettering on the obverse of the coin. During 1992, the United States Mint introduced updated lettering spacing and style known among collectors as the close AM and wide AM variations. These small changes were intended to modernize the coin's design, but what the Mint did not expect was that a few rare mismatched design varieties would slip into circulation, creating treasures that collectors would hunt for decades. Among these rare treasures sits the famous 1992 close AM penny, a coin so extremely rare that even seasoned collectors may never find one in their entire lives. What makes this coin special is a tiny detail that most people would never notice. On the rare version, the A and the M in the word America on the reverse of the coin appear very close, almost touching, instead of being spaced apart. This tiny design difference was never supposed to appear on the regular Denver minted pennies, yet somehow a few were struck and released. These mysterious coins quietly entered circulation, blending in with millions of ordinary pennies, until sharp-eyed collectors discovered that something unusual and valuable had slipped through the cracks. As soon as the news of the rare 1992 penny spread, the coin market exploded with excitement. Collectors began examining every penny from their jars, drawers, pocket change, and old collections, hoping to uncover one of these treasures. Stories circulated about lucky finds by people who never expected a random coin to be worth a fortune. Auction houses began listing verified rare specimens, and with each sale the value climbed higher, making the coin even more legendary. Professional grading companies confirmed the rarity of the variety, and collectors with deep interest pushed the demand to powerful new heights. Market reports began showing incredible valuations, including figures crossing hundreds of thousands of dollars depending on grade, condition, and rarity of the exact variety. The idea that a single cent could reach valuations near $787,976.42 shocked the collecting world, fueling excitement that continues even today as new collectors join the search. The history behind this coin has become a captivating chapter in the world of numismatics, reminding people that even the smallest object can hold an enormous story. The 1992 close AM penny has become a symbol of hope for collectors because it proves that rare treasures can still be discovered in everyday life. Someone could be holding one of the rarest coins in the world without even knowing it, resting quietly in a coin jar or hiding inside an old wallet. Collectors from around the world now study every detail of the Lincoln penny design, analyzing lettering, spacing, mint marks, and surfaces, hoping to catch that one tiny difference that leads to a life-changing discovery. The rise in value for rare pennies is also a reflection of how serious the modern coin market has become. More collectors are entering the field, bringing energy, passion, and competition. Auction prices have soared, and rare varieties of Lincoln pennies have risen dramatically in demand. Even coins that once seemed unremarkable have become valuable as collectors recognize unique varieties and mint errors. The story of the 1992 penny has inspired people to learn about minting history, the evolution of coin designs, and the fascinating process of how metal transforms into currency. Many collectors now examine coins under strong magnification, using expert tools and guides to spot rare features. This level of attention has brought new respect to the Lincoln penny, transforming it from a common coin into a world of discovery and excitement. As more people explore their collections and share their findings, the community of collectors grows stronger. Videos online spark discussions about rare coins and successful discoveries. Stories of incredible finds inspire millions of viewers to join the search, and channels like Coins continue to share educational and exciting information that keeps the enthusiasm alive. Every time a rare penny is found, it sparks a new wave of excitement, and every new auction record pushes collectors to keep searching. The beauty of this journey is that anyone anywhere can find a rare Lincoln penny. It does not require expensive equipment or professional experience. All it requires is curiosity, patience, and the willingness to look closely at something ordinary that might actually be extraordinary. The rare 1992 D penny remains one of the most thrilling treasures in the world of coin collecting. With its mysterious origin, its tiny but crucial design difference, and its unbelievable market value, it continues to fascinate collectors and investors. It stands as a reminder that in the world of coins, history waits quietly in the palm of your hand. The next extraordinary discovery could be sitting in your pocket right now, waiting for the moment when someone finally notices it. So keep searching, keep learning, and keep exploring, because the world of coins is full of hidden treasures, and one day you might be the one to uncover the next legendary piece. Today's journey takes us deep inside the world of the Lincoln penny, the coin millions of people walk past every single day without knowing that some of them are worth far more than anyone expects. And among these ordinary-looking pennies, one particular year stands out with mysterious value, shocking price jumps, and stories that make collectors all over the world keep searching non-stop. I'm talking about the rare Lincoln penny from 2002, especially the one with the Denver Mint mark, the famous 2002 D penny. Today we will explore what makes it special, how it became valuable, how errors changed its market price, and why some coins from this year have surprised collectors with prices reaching incredibly high numbers. People who once tossed these pennies aside later discovered that the same coin they ignored could sell for unbelievable amounts, reaching figures that sound unreal in the coin community. The Lincoln penny has always been more than just copper and zinc. It carries history, it carries pride, and it carries a story of America's culture and identity. The portrait of Abraham Lincoln, the great leader whose decisions shaped the nation, has been printed on the front of this coin since 1909. Over time, the design changed, metals changed, and the value collectors placed on certain years changed as well. But the 2002 pennies hold a special place because they belong to the modern era, yet some examples have proven that even modern coins can earn extraordinary prices when rare errors and high-grade conditions meet. For most people, the 2002 D penny is simply pocket change. But collectors know better. They know that coins are like people, some are common, some are rare, and some hide secrets beneath their surface. The 2002 D Lincoln penny became popular in the coin market because certain pieces were discovered with extremely sharp striking, unusually clean surfaces, minting anomalies, and high-grade preservation straight from coin rolls. Some rare graded examples reached impressive values, with reports of top-condition pieces touching astonishing price levels that surprised even experienced collectors. A single high-grade penny from this year has reached well over hundreds of dollars, and in extremely rare error categories, values can climb even higher into ranges that sound shocking but absolutely real in today's collector market. What makes a simple penny suddenly become valuable? It's a combination of several powerful factors. The most important one is condition. A 2002 D penny straight from circulation is usually worn, scratched, and marked by time. But when a coin survives in flawless, untouched condition, with bright luster and perfect surfaces, experts call it mint state. And mint state grades come with numbers. The highest of these numbers, especially MS 67, MS 68, and Dream Level MS 69, can raise the price of an average penny from 1 cent to hundreds or even thousands. That's the magic of condition. A tiny difference of a single mark can double or triple the value instantly. The next major factor is error variety. The 2002 D Lincoln penny has been discovered with several types of minting errors, and error coins are the true celebrities of the numismatic world. Collectors love them because no two error coins are exactly alike. You have doubled dies, off-centers, die cracks, struck-through errors, and sometimes even extremely rare full-striking anomalies that transform the entire look of the coin. These errors occur when the minting equipment makes unexpected mistakes, and instead of destroying the faulty pieces, some slip through unnoticed and enter circulation. These are the coins people search for in their pockets, jars, drawers, and old boxes. A rare error penny from 2002 can easily jump from normal value to high collector demand, raising the price dramatically. Some of these error pieces, especially with strong doubling or severe off-center strikes, have been known to attract prices reaching astonishing levels, sometimes hundreds, and in extremely rare cases, heading toward unbelievable highs such as $787.97641 depending on the error type, market moment, and buyer demand. And that brings us to the next factor, the market itself. The coin market is alive. Prices go up, prices go down, and sometimes prices skyrocket without warning. A coin that was worth $20 last year might suddenly reach $200 today. Collectors who understand this treat coins like treasure investments. The 2002 penny is considered a modern sleeper coin, one that looks ordinary but has the potential to explode in value when the right combination of rarity, condition, and collector demand aligns. Right now, the market for rare pennies is extremely active. People are buying, selling, and discovering new era varieties almost every month. When a new discovery is made, the price of that category rises instantly, and videos like this one help more people learn about what to look for. Imagine someone sitting at home, watching this, checking a coin jar, pulling out a penny from 2002, and thinking it's worthless. Then they take a closer look, notice a small unusual mark or doubling, send it for grading, and receive a result that changes everything. Suddenly that coin is no longer just a penny, it becomes a collector's dream, a centerpiece item, a high-value treasure. Stories like these spread across the coin world and keep the excitement alive. People love the thrill of possibility, the feeling that maybe the next coin they check will be the one worth hundreds or thousands. That feeling fuels the hobby, and the 2002 penny is now part of that excitement. Collectors also notice that the Denver Mint has a reputation for producing coins with extremely sharp details in certain years. The 2002 penny benefits from this reputation. Some examples are known for their clean surfaces and strong relief impressions, which means the details of Lincoln's face, his hair, and the lettering appear incredibly crisp. These sharp strikes look beautiful under proper lighting, making them desirable for serious professionals. Coin grading companies reward these qualities, and when they assign high marks, the price increases instantly because high-grade examples are extremely limited. Let's also not forget the deeper history behind Lincoln pennies. They represent over a century of American minting tradition. From copper to steel during wartime, from wheat reverse to memorial reverse, from simple designs to experimental varieties, the penny has lived through everything: wars, recessions, economic booms, and changes in technology. The 2002 penny may seem modern, but it carries all that legacy in its design. And that legacy gives value. People don't just collect coins, they collect history, memory, and emotion. Every coin reminds someone of a time period, a moment in life, or a story passed down through family. That emotional connection is one reason why rare coins reach such high prices. They are physical pieces of time, and people pay for that feeling. The 2002 penny continues to gain attention because modern collectors are shifting their focus. Older coins are becoming harder to find in perfect condition, so collectors are turning to modern rarities. And modern rarities often come from error coins, special strikes, and high-grade survivors like those from 2002. It is becoming harder to find beautiful untouched examples today because these pennies have been circulating for more than 2 decades. Most are scratched or worn, which means that every flawless example becomes rarer each year. This scarcity increases their future potential. So if you're watching this, remember one thing: never underestimate a small coin. That little penny resting in your drawer might hold more value than you imagine. Search carefully. Examine the details. Look for errors, check the condition, and consider professional grading if you think you found something special. The world of coin collecting has changed many people's lives, and it all starts with curiosity and a simple decision to look a little closer. If you discover a rare 2002 penny, you could be holding a coin worth far more than its face value, potentially reaching remarkable amounts depending on rarity, demand, and the uniqueness of the piece, and that is why collectors all around the world keep searching. Because hidden treasures still exist, even in the smallest places. Even in a single penny.